There's growing concern about nuclear weapons being used against Ukraine. And now, two senators want to pass a resolution to warn Russia that if that happens, means war with the U.S. Our Hannah Brandt explains why they think this resolution could be a powerful deterrent.
Russia's recent decision to send tactical nuclear weapons to neighboring Belarus is ramping up concerns they may use them on the battlefield.
The threat of a use of a nuclear device by Russia is real.
Republican Senator Lindsey Graham and Democrat Senator Richard Blumenthal say that should worry everyone. And it's why they want Congress to send Russian President Vladimir Putin a clear message.
If you use a nuclear weapon as an effort to turn around this war, you're not going to turn around the war in Ukraine. You're going to get into war with NATO.
They've introduced a resolution saying any use of nuclear weapons in Ukraine would be considered an attack on NATO.
Harm to our NATO allies triggers our obligation when it comes from a hostile force.
The senators insist they don't want the U.S. military involved in the war. In fact, they say their goal is the opposite.
What we're trying to do is avoid American troops being engaged by a miscalculation on Putin's part that we would simply sit by.
They say the resolution will deter use of nuclear weapons by letting Putin and his forces know they risk
total obliteration by NATO forces if they are so reckless and irrational as to resort to tactical nuclear weapons.
The duo says they also have a message for fellow lawmakers.
If you want to avoid a war between Russia and NATO, you need to jump on board with what we're trying to do.
In Washington, I'm Hannah Brandt.